We can go on the record.
You're on the record, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jennifer Grace. I'm the Public Utility Law Judge assigned to handle case number 95060, which is captioned in the matter of the continuing investigation of the electric fuel and purchase power cost adjustment charges of Thurmont Municipal Light Company. Today is March 30th, 2021. It's 11 o'clock, and we're doing our annual hearing on the adjustment. We can start with appearances. We'll start with the company.
Thank you, Your Honor. Can you hear me fine?
Yes.
My name is Tom Ruderbush of the law firm of Duncan Weinberg, Ginzer, and Pembroke, appearing on behalf of the town of Thurmont and its municipal light plant. With me today are the town's chief administrative officer, Mr. Jim Humerick, as well as our witness, our consultant, Mr. Chris Sims.
Welcome, everyone. We can go ahead with OPC.
Your Honor, Anna Ryan for the Maryland Office of People's Counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Annette Garofalo for Commission staff.
Okay, welcome OPC and staff. It's my understanding that staff submitted testimony indicating that they agree with the calculations submitted by Thurmont Municipal Light Company, and that implementation of a PCA of 0.06104 per kilowatt hour, which is a slight increase from last year, is appropriate. Do all parties agree with that?
Staff did not take issue with Thurmont's testimony.
Okay, and I see a nod from Office of People's Counsel. Staff's testimony includes on page 5 a note that an average electric customer used 1,298 kilowatt hours per month in 2020. And that based off of that average usage, that typical charge would increase about $2.04 from a previous monthly charge. Do all parties agree with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Staff's witness said this morning he had no change to his testimony.
Okay, thank you. And I see a nod from Office of People's Counsel.
Your Honor, I didn't hear Ms. Ryan, whether she agreed with that or not.
She didn't.
OPC agrees. Thank you.
Okay. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
No worries. So I believe we'll turn to Thurmont for introduction of some evidence, and then to staff.
Thank you, Your Honor. We'd like to have marked as exhibit Thurmont 1, the notice of publication that was mail log number 234127, and it's been circulated to the parties.
Thurmont 1 is marked.
And I'd move it into admission, Your Honor.
Any objection? Hearing none, Thurmont 1 is admitted into the record.
Your Honor, unless you have questions, we have no witness today. We just rely on the staff witness.
Okay. Staff, would you like to introduce your evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm not certain where my witnesses are, so I will introduce their testimony and perhaps the parties would agree to stipulate to it. But I'll introduce it anyway. Staff submitted the direct testimony of Mark Riley on March 24th, 2021. It consists of a cover page, table of contents, 6 pages of text, and 2 attachments. And there are no changes to be made to that testimony. And we would ask that it be at least marked for identification as Staff Exhibit 1. And then staff also submitted the direct and confidential testimony of Nan Zhang. So there was a public version of that testimony and a confidential version dated March 16th. And it was, they are the same with the exception that the public testimony redacts certain numbers and phrases. And we would ask that Ms. Zhang's testimony be marked for identification as Staff Exhibit 2 and 2C. Your Honor, I could leave and try again to get my witnesses. And that's not a witness, unfortunately, so.
Ms. Garofalo, just hang on a second. Staff exhibits 1, 2, and 2C are marked. Is there any objection to their admission at this time?
No,
Parties
Your
agree
Honor.
to stipulate to their admission. Okay, wonderful. Do any parties have questions? If we were able to get staff witnesses on this hearing, does any party have questions for them?
I have no questions, Your Honor.
Okay. I don't have any questions, and I'm going to go with staff's testimony based off of Ms. Garofalo, your statement this morning that said that you clarified that they have no additions or corrections. If you could,
That is correct, Your Honor.
okay, if the parties could just hold on for one moment, please. All right, staff exhibits 1, 2, and 2C are admitted. Mr. Ryan, do you have any exhibits to introduce at this time?
PPCA has nothing to introduce.
Okay. Mr. Rudabush, in the past, we have had testimony from Mr. Sims, and we've also had, and I see Mr. Sims is on the call. Sorry, hold on just one. Doggy daycare. We've also had, we've admitted the filing of Thurmont into the administrative record. Did you want to do that this year, or did you not want those to be admitted into the record?
Your Honor, the town is fine with matters as they stand right now. We don't see a need to admit the exhibit into evidence at this point.
Okay, and staff, you're in agreement with that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Well, this was a very quick hearing. And lucky for staff that no one had any questions, but thank you everyone for doing a very thorough job and for being prompt and for everything else. You all are wonderful. We can go off the record. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You too.
We're off the record, Your Honor. Thank you.